up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, back in here with one more video. All right, guys, listen, I got another Abba and Preach reaction video. They're my favorite reaction channel in all of the YouTube land. A situation most men fear. This was sent to me in my Gmail. What the person said that sent it to me is said, listen, you've done stories on something similar to this in the past or in your own life. I think that you would enjoy this clip. All right? Without further ado.
Today's topic. Look, we're not famous.
We're not famous.
But we've kind of passed the point where we can just walk outside and not be bothered, at least in Montreal specifically. Your personal life becomes...
Well, hold on. He said we're not famous, and then Priest said we're not famous. You guys are famous, all right? Stop it. Stop it. You have almost 1 million subscribers. I think you probably get like over 10 million views per month, which is insane. I mean, there's a lot of news stations that would love those type of numbers. You understand me? Let's move on.
Comes the fixation of certain people.
Mm-hmm. You know,
and we were invited at a school to do basically like a talk with people about like kind of creating your own platform online. So one of the students ended up hitting me up on, I believe, on Messenger. So again, this happened a couple years back, right? So then this girl proceeds to drop me a message asking me a couple questions about like social media stuff. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then at the end of it, she's like, hey, would you want to go to prom with me? Now keep in mind, I'm 25. This girl's clearly in high school. So I said, hey, I appreciate that, but you're way too young. There's no way that's going to happen. So then she replies with, hold up, do I still got that dude?
It's not going to prom, though.
So she says, I was joking with you. You probably have gray hair. You really think you'd get in? So that's what she said to me. So I was like, oh. And then I replied, like I said, best of luck with your prom date search. One day you'll find someone. Tell your teacher I said hi. And when he asks, what is all that you're carrying? You can tell him, hey, teacher, I'm holding this L Abba gave me. Okay? Having a good laugh.
that is pretty straightforward. No.
Right. Fast forward a couple years later. I'm not thinking much of it. Right. I'm hanging out with someone in the city and we're talking. And the person I'm talking about, I'd actually gone to that school in the past. And so I was like, oh, yeah, I went there for a school thing once. She's like, oh, I heard about that. I heard that you had subsequently asked one of the students out to prom and that everyone was talking about how creepy you were. And I said, huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, he didn't post.
And she said, yeah, you asked one of the students to prom. I was like, I was 25. Why would I? And I was like, is it this girl? She's like, yeah, apparently it's that girl. Oh, nigga.
Hold on, I got receipts for you.
Oh, that's
Oh,
scary.
you can send that to me later. Yo, but do you see why I'm heated sometimes? When I get mad about like this kind of stuff.
I get it now. That's why I don't give you no flack no more. I don't give you no flack because these things exist. And you know what the thing is, Abba? I gotta apologize to you because I live in a bubble. You understand? I don't get the same thing that you get because I don't have to. So the bubble is different. Sometimes like, word, maybe you gotta check who you hang out with. No, it just be like that. And all the people is like, yo, you bashing this, you bashing that. Listen, well, the thing that happened is that we're going to talk about the relationship that we have. We're cisgendered, heterosexual people, so we're going to have contact with women. Therefore, we talk about women. And if we get heated sometime, it's because it can become dangerous.
Yeah.
That rumor in the time and day that we live now is dangerous.
Facts.
Dangerous.
I got you.
And who's saying that song? Danger.
Oh,
I don't think you want to put me.
Well, here's the thing too, is that like she could have just been trying to not be embarrassed in the situation. And my thing is like not at 17 years old to not understand the implications of saying this 25-year-old adult, which can be tried as an adult, did these things to ask and and this like weird pedophilia type creepiness, She may not have even been thinking that far, but that's a problem in itself. And here's the thing that I think like just as much as people, right? Like let's say that she made an accusation on him, and he has to then get a lawyer, file a court document, whatever, what have you. Let's say it got that far off of an accusation. And if they prove that there was nothing that happened, all of the charges that would have been his should now be hers, in my opinion. Should now be hers, without a doubt. Because I think, like, listen, at the end of the day, I'm not in this space of believe everything. Believe everything, believe all women, believe all men, whatever the hashtag is that's going on in 2020. it is so intellectually dishonest to just believe people at face value just because they make an accusation. But listen, right now, we don't live in the point of innocent till proved guilty from a public opinion perspective, especially when it's a man. You are guilty at the point that someone accuses you until you can prove your innocence. That's just where we are right now. But this is frightening to me. And this is something based off of an interaction that to him was in jest. It was just, hold this L. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no, but then hold this L. And then she got emotional, she got angry, and then turned it into whatever it is. And listen, at the end of the day, if you are, it's almost like you have to have a class to teach genders, right? And accountability and like these basic kind of things that you would expect parents to be able to teach, because this is so incredibly damaging to a person's persona, their career, right? Their brand. And it could be limiting from a financial perspective, because imagine if he had rumors tied to his channel that this was something that was true. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is, which is why I understand why preachers getting so up in the air, especially him admitting and then apologizing to Abba that that's something that happens. And I didn't realize that this happens like this, because I've had situations that have happened to me and my friends around me where we have been accused of things that they didn't do and I know I didn't do. I got videos all on the channel that talk about one particular situation. You understand what I'm saying? I think the person that makes the accusation, if it's false, I think that they should get the charges that was meant for the perpetrator on them. They should get it reversed on them. Because bump all this other shit, I don't believe this accusation shit. Like, this shit is getting completely and utterly out of hand. Now listen, for the perpetrators that are actually perpetrating on the shit, all y'all should have all of the books thrown up at y'all. Absolutely. Without a doubt. But we can't incentivize people to make shit up, and they're protected. There's no accountability for fake BS. There's no accountability. That cannot be happening. Why? Because humans are humans at the end of the day. And sometimes the ugliest parts can come out of us. All right? Sometimes the ugliest things can come out of what would seem as though the most whole person. This shit can happen. You understand me? So don't incentivize bad behavior. All right? Hold people accountable for their actions. Let's move on.
In the same sentence as my, yo, what you doing, nigga? I thought you was my defense lawyer. When did you turn in the prosecution? Your Honor, I object.
You can't object. That's me. Anyways, and if I go back on that, when you told me that shit, you go back on people saying, yeah, but you know what? False allegation only make up a 3% of every blah, blah. This is a false allegation.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a rumor that could become very hurtful. It doesn't count because the fake allegation, the 3% that we're talking about, is reported to the police. Those that are not, that happen in the workplace, it's not reported to the police, so it's not part of them 3%. It's still harmful.
Fantastic. I mean, he's saying everything I was just thinking about saying. 3% fake, like, how do you even get data on that? Because there's so much of it that goes never told. So much of it. Holy moly.
Bruv, the hint of impropriety is enough for people to be in trouble. What? Because people don't want to associate with somebody who sounds, because you know what people say? When there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
Bruv, I got DMs from people who are writing me like novels of like what our life together is like, and I don't respond. You can still see it's a message request.
And when you don't respond, what happened?
They message preach. They message people who are on my friends list. They message my family. They do weird stuff. And
see, this is how I know that y'all are famous, right? Like, I'm not getting stuff. I've got some weird goddamn comments. I will say that on my Instagram as well. I'm like looking at it like, oh wow, yeah, but not like this. Like people professing their love to you because you guys are famous. Okay, you guys are famous. All right, accept it. All right, let's move on.
Some of you might be saying, well, listen, you make content, you're on the internet, you ask for this. But I'm saying, at what point when I make content do I ask for me to be subjected to this kind of weird harassment, false allegations, all this stuff that I have not played any part into? Do you know this is like part of the reason why I don't like doing any press stuff or any media stuff? I try to limit my exposure to people as much as possible.
Bruv, you kind of like you started to change my mind right now.
Right, like social media, I've been shutting them down one by one. Mm-hmm. Like Instagram is the last one left, and I can't wait to get rid of that one too, because at the end of the day, I can't receive any more DMs. I just upload to YouTube and I walk away from stuff as much as I can. And even that, who knows? But I'm telling you this: if there is a day that is going to come that where I'm going to quit all this stuff, it's going to be because of that. Because I just want to be able to live a decent life.
I can understand.
I don't like the idea that I can't, you know, like that my kids might be subjected to stuff, or any of my siblings or my mom. Or, you know, I hate that idea.
Let me just also comment on this. So I've also noticed as well that Abba, who's the one on the right above me, I think he went on like a month or a 2-month break from the channel. And honestly, I get it, right? Like, and I have a much smaller YouTube channel than what they have, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? I think like when you are on a social media platform that has a degree of anonymity to it, and people can just project their negative, like whatever is going on in their life, if they see something that they don't agree with, and they'll just, and here's the thing is that like when we start YouTube channels, we're not given media training, right? We just start a YouTube channel. And if the YouTube channel starts to grow, it's like, if they don't know you, they'll treat you like a star. They'll treat you like a Cardi B. They'll treat you like a Michael Jordan, right? And his comments, where most of the time, what most of y'all see is probably positive shit. But depending upon how much that you interact with the comments on the majority of these social media platforms, you see all types of stuff. So, and the reason why I appreciate their channel, the authenticity and the way that they're now talking about it, you could tell it's two friends that are talking to each other right now, right? It's two friends that are talking to each other, and it's almost like when I'm reading from the way that he's saying this is like, yeah, this is probably as well as another reason as why I needed this particular break at that juncture, because it was getting too much for me, and he seems like the type that doesn't like that limelight. He doesn't like to be in it. It seems like he likes to contribute, which is what I said. Like, my goal in life is to be wealthy but unknown. You understand what I'm saying? That's my goal. That's my goal. Those are the best. Like, to be on a TV show, but to be the actor, but to be the producer, where no one can recognize you, you could just walk. You could just go to the mall whenever you want, not be bothered. You know, but it's pros and it's cons. Like, you know, recently I was stopped on the street by someone who watches my channel, and he stopped me, and just the conversation that we had, you know, it was fantastic. It was awesome, but it also exposes you to a lot of people who are on the hamster wheel of life. They get up on the computer and just, they just go dirty on the comment section because it's anonymous. Why? No accountability. Humans will be humans. All right? Let's move on.
Because of this little super tiny fame that I have, I understand Britney Spears 2007. When she shaved her, everybody was calling her crazy.
It's not natural.
Either she's really crazy or her surrounding is very fucked up. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, it's unpleasant, bro. It's and also because I don't care about money that much, it makes wanting to do this even less interesting. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that people really like the content and it meant something for them, I would be gone by now.
No, because there's no incentive.
Yeah,
there's no incentive.
Listen, 40K a year, I'm good. I don't need this money. It's not important to me. Not for the price it's at.
Man, that's messed up.
So if I didn't think that this was doing something for people, then I would not do this. Why? Do you know how much I miss being able to go to a club that I like just to be able to go and dance and be in peace?
Be alone.
Yes.
But you go there to dance and chill, motherfuckers will start to talk about your last video.
Yo.
This is so interesting. I could, and thank you whoever sent it to me. I gotta go look and thank them personally. But this is so interesting because I think what's happening, what you can also see is that Abba is he's coming to grips with his reality of being famous, of being a famous YouTuber. And I think and also too, if I was to guess, he probably sees most of the comments because I think he does most of the editing as well. And I think they also set up a Discord channel. And I want to say, it seems like Abba to me is the more technologically savvy one. So he's editing the videos, he's probably uploading the videos. He probably has the YouTube Studio app, so he's seeing all the comments. And they've watched their channel explode. And they've been doing YouTube, I want to say like 4 or 5 years or something like that. So so the channel has absolutely exploded. But what they're seeing now is the reality of becoming big and becoming a name, and the danger of when people get a hold of your name, where you're from, they can dox you. He's scared about the family, the this and the that. And I think what he's trying to articulate is that I didn't sign up for this. I signed up to be able to produce content to affect people's lives, and I love that I'm able to do that. But is the juice still worth the squeeze? This is fascinating. Let's keep going.
Or even
not even like a
girls trying to flip some weird moves. Come on.
I like what you're doing, and then move on. That's not what we're talking about. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about you put this and that, and I'm just trying to sip or drink.
Yo,
like okay, well leave a comment.
Yo, niggas got it twisted. People think now because I'm more known, I'm out there dating more. It's exactly the opposite. It's totally bruh. Before I did any of this YouTube stuff, I was doing way more dating. I was way more active. Way more. Now I do nothing. The last 2 years have been so fucking quiet. It's unbelievable.
You know why? Because people have that longueur d'avance on you.
What do you mean?
What?
Well, you meet someone when you're on a dating thing.
Yeah.
You meet someone, you don't know them, they don't know you. The point is to
get to know each other.
But now they know so much.
Bruh.
And they think they know so much.
Bruh.
It's really...
You know what's interesting? What I thought they was gonna say is, because this actually happened to me. Like I did way more interacting with women long before I got serious about doing the YouTube shit. And for me, it's about time. I literally don't have time. Okay. And of the situations that I've been into that I've got relatively close, it was always YouTube or the situation, right? Like, and I'm on a go. I'm on a path. I'm on a war path right now. You understand me? All right. 9 to 5 and still doing 2 videos a day. What's good? Okay. Now, so to hear him say it's because they know him, like it didn't even blow it, right? But like that is probably a really real thing. That is that they watch your channel, you know, they think that they know a lot about you, right? Like, and fact is, what I just say earlier is that they're very authentic in when they start having conversations with each other. You understand what I'm saying? So to a degree, they could know some things about you. They could know how you tick. They could know how you think. But that would be awkward and really weird, right? Like if you show up to a date and then like y'all start interacting and she's calling things and videos and and you just like, oh God, goodness, like just get to know me without the fame. Like, are you here for the fame or you here for me? You understand me? They're coming, especially Abba. You could tell they're coming to grips with being known. Crazy.
That I tried dating like it was normal for about 2 years into this stuff, and we were kind of known here. And I had so many awkward experiences.
Impossible.
So many awkward experiences
because the people that come in with okay, he gonna be like this and like that and like that, and they like they want to date you because of curiosity, not because they genuinely want to start something with you or they want to this and that or whatever, whatnot. No, curiosity of, ooh, is it true? What the hell?
Bruv,
man, I could be tiring.
That's why I liked online dating so much. Because I used to meet people that were completely outside of my circle. It was a chance for us to just start from scratch and get to know each other. Nah. I had one experience where I slept with someone, right? And then after we were done, she's like, by the way, I really liked your last video. I was like, when did you start watching my videos? Like, how do you... She's like, oh, I've been a fan for a long time. And I was like...
Look at his face.
It's just weird stuff, man. It's just... I'm not doing this so you guys can sympathize or cry for us. I'm just trying to give you guys like a glimpse into behind the curtain how weird and ugly a lot of this shit is. It's not fun. Like this face I'm making right now is like genuinely like, ugh. Like if I could trade it in and just be like anonymous and still be able to post, I would. I take half the money. I don't give a fuck. Take 2/3 of it. If I could just have that, I probably would, because
that's so crazy. She took his goodies away from him. Ugh, he felt like a dirty slut. I think that's what that face was. He was disgusted with that. She went in and acted like she didn't know who he was and took the goodies away. All right? Took away the sanctity. It's a cold world out there.
I don't like everything else that comes with it.
It's really when I started receiving DMs from random people.
Bro, the fact that you got a DM from a girl that I didn't respond to, and telling you to respond to me.
No, talking about weddings. And wedding gowns.
What, which weddings? And how many kids we have, what their names are going to be.
Yup.
Oh, you're not going to answer? I'm coming for you. I was like, what are you talking about, girl?
What?
And this is not foreign for me. Yeah.
We're not big. We're not even big. We're not even big.
So,
yeah, you guys are big. What are you talking about? Listen, and let me. I don't want to do the entire video. I want to send you guys over there. If y'all know about Abba and Priest, you all are absolutely bugging. Go over there, subscribe to their channel. You understand what I'm saying? This has been particularly fascinating. You guys may not be into this video as much as what I am, because I feel like this is like I'm having a conversation with them and they're telling me something that could potentially be my future. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to compartmentalize all of the knowledge and the information, because they have ascended. You understand what I'm saying? This is an extreme situation. This is a situation that I think that not even only in having a degree of fame and notoriety have to think about. I think you have to think about it exponentially more. But for those that don't have fame and notoriety and just living happy, content lives, you still have to think of what situations are you putting yourself in? What conversations are you having with people that are raising your risk of some bullshit happening? Okay, so almost you have to scrub all of your social media, how you interact with each other with a fine-tooth comb if you are a man. You understand what I'm saying? Final thing, and I understand what it is that they're talking about. At their level, they're getting DMs. I mean, because I see it too. Because even with my small platform, sometimes I get followed on like from an Instagram perspective, and I go and I click on it, I look through real quick, and I'm like, ew, ew, that's a baddie right there. You understand what I'm saying? But you gotta maintain focus. I gotta maintain focus. You understand me? Don't let them get you off your focus. You understand what I'm saying? That has been my video. That has been my reaction. Guys, I didn't finish the video. There's still content. Go over there, okay? That's the last time I'm going to say that. But I am your host. Mediocre tutorials and reviews. Questions, comments, concerns. Holla at your boy. I got a Patreon as well. You understand what I'm saying? Go up to the Patreon. Therein lies the inner circle. That's where we communicate with each other 24/7, 365. Join the inner circle, all right? Until next time, you two.